So yesterday we took two sets and put them together to make the number 10. And today we will explore all the different ways that you can take the number 10 apart. You're going to take apart the number 10 today. So the first example on page 308, you might want to get page 308 out and follow along with the examples. So the first page example on page 308 just is already done for you. All you have to do is do the tracing. And in the first group, they took 10 apart and made a group of 1. So go ahead and circle that 1 and trace the 1. And then they circled all the remaining objects and made a group of 9. So that's one way to take 10 apart, by making a group of 1 and a group of 9. Let's do another. Down here, the airplanes. Why don't we just go ahead and make a group of 3? So circle the first 3 airplanes and write the number 3. And remember, when you make your second circle, you make your second ring around the objects, it has to include all of the remaining things. So we have to make sure all of the planes get put into that circle. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 7 in that second group. So another way to take 10 apart is to make a group of 3 and to make a group of 7. Let's do the same thing down here with these old-looking cell phones. Let's go ahead and circle the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's circle the first 5. And then we're going to write the number 5 down here because our first set has 5 in it. And then we'll circle all the remaining cell phones. All the remaining cell phones have to go into that second group. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the second group. And I bet some of you already knew that 5 and 5 were a way to make 10. So we took 10 apart by making a group of 5 and another group of 5. Go ahead and turn the page when you're ready to page 309. Page 309, and we will continue to explore all the different ways we can take 10 apart. So let's go ahead and take apart 2 books, and then write the number 2 down here. 2. And then, of course, that second circle that you're going to make has to include every single book that's left after you took out those 2. So now you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you have 8 in your second group. So one way to take apart 10 is to make a group of 2 and to make a group of 8. All right, let's do another one taking apart these pencils. And let's do a group of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's do a group of 9. And go ahead and write the number 9. And then, well, there is only 1 to include in your second circle. So go ahead and write the number 1. So we took apart 10 by making a group of 9 and making a group of 1. And I just want to remind you, you need to be making your circles to show your work. Because when you take the test, or if you were in the classroom, if you weren't making the circle, you wouldn't get complete credit for that problem without showing your work. All right, let's do the glue sticks. Let's take apart the glue sticks by doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 glue sticks in our first circle. And then you, of course, need to write the number 6. And then the second circle will have all of the remaining glue sticks, all right? So every glue stick is in one of the 2 circles that you made. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4 in that second group. So another way to take apart 10 is a group of 6 and a group of 4. Let's do a little problem solving. All right, the first thing we have to do is we have to find out how many bears there are. And I bet some of you can take a look at that group of bears and you already know how many are there without even having to count them. You can subbatize it because it does look like a 10 frame. There's 5 on the top, there's 5 on the bottom. So I bet some of you are already saying there are 10. Let's count to make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, there are indeed 10. 10 bears. So we're going to write that number 10 at the top. Now, they are saying that in that first group, they want us to have 3 bears in our first circle. All right, so 3 bears in our first circle. So here we go. There are 3 bears in our first circle. So we did that, 3 bears, and wrote the number 3. So let's see. We have to include all of the remaining bears in the next set. So now there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 7 in that second group. So that's a way to take apart 10. Take apart 10 by making a group of 3 and making a group of 7. You will do pages 311. Looks just like what we've been doing. You're going to be taking apart 10 in different ways. Make sure you draw those circles. And you are going to do page 312, same thing. Different ways to take apart the number 12. Or I'm sorry, take apart the number 10. And then when you are all finished, please upload your work to Schoology.